Good morning, family. Welcome to today's Lessons for Life. Today is Saturday, November 15th, 2008. And today we're reading in Genesis chapter 47, and the story is really continuing with Joseph and Jacob, his father, is now coming to meet Pharaoh. But there was really just one part that I kind of got stuck at, and I was really thinking over in my mind. And it was the part where it talks about that the money failed, because remember there was a famine in the land. So the money had failed, and then they were actually coming to get food because their money couldn't do anything. So they actually ended up selling their land and even becoming servants to Pharaoh because they needed food and their money wasn't any good. But like I said, there was one part that I really was just thinking about a lot as I was reading it, and after I read it as well too for a little while, about money failing. And I think that's so interesting to note that the money can fail. And I was thinking, like, money really is just like an agreed upon value that people have. So for instance, if we were in the famine at that time, or we was in a famine or whatever, and you have $1,000 in your hand, and someone next to you has food for even just that day, and you want to buy that food for $1,000, if that $1,000 doesn't have any value to that other person or to you at that point, because all you need is food, you're hungry, then the money is failing you at that point. The money has no value. That person would rather keep their food for that day than even $1,000 or even $10,000 or $50,000. So what can you do with that money at that point? And that reminded me of something that Bishop actually had told me before, that real wealth is actually in food. Well, just even having food really is wealth. And I was thinking about even that really just being able to sustain yourself and to still live and function and do the things you need to do. Because if you think about it, money, you can't you can't eat money, you can't sleep with money, you can't tuck money in to bed at nighttime, you can't hear money say I love you. And I just really began to think of how we value money, and we place a high value on money, but a lot of other things really are more valuable in our lives than money. Because if you put everything in the true proper perspective, money is just an object, and other things are there that you can actually benefit from. And if it was down to your last day or whatever, and you was given the choice of getting $1 million of money, or kissing your daughter goodbye, then the choice is, it just really began to make me think about the value that we place on money, because money can fail, as we see even in this chapter. That money can fail. And if you think about even the stock market and the things going on in the economy as of this day, right now in this time period that we're in, you see a lot of different companies, their stocks are failing. And that's really how money is too, because the stock is what people value, how they value that company. And the same thing with the money, how people value that money. And it can go up. Some days it could be up 500 points, next day it's down 800 points. So that fluctuates, and it can fail. But that's the lesson that I really got from this chapter, just to see and to start to really think about how money can fail, and what we need to do, and put stuff into true proper perspective, and put value on things that really are valuable and are even necessary for our lives, and not give money all that value. Because a lot of times we'll maybe put work or things like that in order to acquire the money, because we place a high value on that money. But in reality, there's other stuff that is more valuable than even that paper money that we get and that we have placed a high value on. So, like I say, sometimes we'll go to work, or we'll compromise different things. We'll go to work and sacrifice doing something with someone else that really may be even more valuable to us than that paper money. So that was really the lesson for life, I'll say, because that was what I was really thinking on as I read this chapter, about how money failed, and then it became basically useless to them even at that time, that they couldn't even get their food. And I think that's something for us to consider as we go throughout the days, and really put things in proper perspective, and put the value on the things that are really valuable to us, And money has its place, of course, but there's other stuff that's actually even more valuable than money. All right, so that was it for today's Lessons for Life. Go ahead and create yourself a wonderfully blessed day today, and we will talk again tomorrow.